Okay, so this first section in your notes here, after we talked about your review, is how to find your equation or write your equation given the slope and a point. So I want you to underline given the slope and a point, because what you're going to need to realize is your strategy to get your equation is going to be determined by what you're given. So in this section, you're given your slope and your y-intercept. We still need our m and our b, our y-intercept. I'm sorry, you're given the slope and a point. So from this information, we've still got to get our m and our b to write our slope-intercept equation. So the first thing is we're going to identify the slope, okay? That's your m. Now, how do you identify it? Well, I'm going to say the first thing is read. Read the problem. What are you given? This is the section where you write the equation where they give you the slope. So all you have to do is read the problem and they'll tell you what the slope is. Whatever the slope is, that's going to be your m value that you put into the equation. So that's going to be easy. You just need to pay attention to the information they give you. Then the second step is going to be use the slope and the given point to solve for B. So this is when we're going to put it in the equation, put all our information in the equation. The only thing that's going to be missing is your B, and then you're just going to do a simple two-step equation or one-step equation and solve for B, and you've got it. So that's step number 2. Step number 3 is just putting it all together, because if step number 1 gives you your M, and step number B gives you your B, step number 2 gives you your B, then step number 3 will be simply write the equation. And I'm going to write it again to remind you, your equation is y equals mx plus b. Okay, so this is our end result. So what I want to do now is, once you write down these steps, let's take a minute and try it. So I'm going to scoot this over here. Let's look at example 1. Now, I'm going to give you 3 seconds to read letter A, all right? Read letter A on your notes. I'm not going to read it for you. Just read it. I'm going to give you 3 seconds. Mississippi 1, Mississippi 2, Mississippi 3. All right, now, underline where it says in your note, in that sentence, what the slope is, okay? And then I want you to circle the point, because then that lets me know that you're paying attention, all right? So the problem, the sentence, tells you that your slope, it says the equation passes through that point that you should have circled and has a slope of -2. So in letter A, your slope, your M, is -2. That's simple. They did the work for you. M is equal to -2. Now, the next thing you need to do is right beside where you wrote M equals -2, I want you to write the point down. Okay? Now, I may have said this in a previous video, I'm not sure, but your point here, the way that you know the direction and how to locate this point is by the x and y coordinates. This first number represents your x. The second number represents your y. Now, if I wanted you to graph the point, that would be easy. You would know to go to the right 6 and up 3. But I want to use this information to get my b. Now, look back here. Here's your equation. Y equals mx plus b. They gave me my m. It's -2. My x and my y come from my point. My x is given. My y is given. So do you see all that's left is the b? So when you solve for b, you've got your y-intercept. So let's do that. My y is 3. My slope is -2. My x is 6. And let's solve for b. Now you guys should be able to do this without too much problems. Y equals -12 plus b. No, that's supposed to be a 3. Sorry. 3 equals -12 plus b. Add 12 to both sides. Remember to watch your signs. B is equal to 15. But you're not done. I have to write out the equation. So the final answer is y, because you got to go back to your variable, is equal to negative 2x, go back to your variable, plus 15. The negative 2 they gave to us, the 15 we found. That's our first example. We'll do the next one. You go ahead and read it. We'll do the next one in the next video.